You know what they say, a clean kitchen, a happy home. I'm over here cleaning the kitchen, jamming to Metro FM, and having a full-on vibe. A full-on vibe. Honestly, the kitchen is my happy place. If I'm not cooking, I'm dancing around with a dish towel in hand. It's just where the magic happens, right? Everything feels better when it's tidy and the tunes are on point. The tunes are doing its thing. All right. It feels like a whole celebration of good vibes in here. You can just tell that this kitchen has my heart. I enjoy being in this place. I don't mind spending hours and hours and hours and hours, and hours in this place. Welcome to Living Life H.O.T, where faith meets flavor and everyday life is lived with purpose. Here we blend soulful inspiration with delicious bites, heartfelt encouragement, and real-life moments. From uplifting faith talks to lifestyle tips and food that fits both body and spirit. This is your cozy corner for grace-filled living. Come hungry for hope, joy, and a little sparkle in your soul. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Nono, and if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video and consider subscribing. And to all my returning viewers, thank you for your continued support. It really means a lot. Now let's get into today's video. I was on the most amazing 3-hour phone call with my mom, dad, and sisters. We were just reminiscing about the good old days, laughing, sharing memories. It honestly meant so much to me. I didn't realize how much I needed that. I thank God for His endless love and tender mercy, for the quiet miracle we often overlook, like the gift of connection across oceans and time. Though we may stand on different continents, our voice meets, as if we are gathered in the same room, heart to heart, soul to soul. What a wonder it is. God is truly amazing.
5 hours later.
I've been feeling a little homesick lately, missing my family and the comfort of home-cooked meals from my parents' kitchen. So today I decided to make something simple and familiar, a meal that reminds me of the cozy moments at home. Sometimes the little things like a home-cooked meal can bring so much comfort. If you are feeling the same way, just know that you're not alone. I want to share a quick scripture with you that has been really encouraging for me lately. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Whenever I start feeling that homesickness or heaviness, it's comforting to remember that even in our most vulnerable moments, God is close to us, offering peace and healing. And to build on that, I also want to share this one. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. It reminds me that I don't have to carry the weight of those feelings on my own. God is always here, ready to take on those worries and bringing peace into our hearts. So if you are ever feeling down or disconnected, don't forget you are not alone and you are always loved and cared for. Let's lean into the comfort no matter where we are. So today we are making steak, pap, gravy, and cabbage. I have rinsed my steak and I'm patting it dry with a paper towel before seasoning it. This steak is a bit too big, so I'm going to cut it in half and save some for next time. Ziploc bags, y'all. Totally a game changer. If you don't have this in your kitchen, you are seriously missing out. I always write what's inside and the date on the bag because let's be real, no one wants a mystery meat in their fridge, right? And it helps me use up what I have before loading up on fresh stuff, which is very helpful. And less waste, of course. All tied and sealed, ready to go into the freezer. All right, now that it's all set, into the freezer it goes. See you in 2 years. Just kidding, but seriously, it might be a while. All right, let's get into the serious part. Now we're gonna use some coriander, black pepper, thyme, Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt, of course. And last but not least, your chili flakes. I actually got this from a friend of mine and I love it so much. All right, so now I'm just going to spice the meat on both sides and just leave it aside for a few minutes before I put it in the oven. Oh, and by the way, so my mom actually made fun of me. She said that why am I using a tray to grill my meat, right? And I was like, no, it's actually not a tray. It's a pizza pan. And I love this pan so much that I use it for almost anything that I want to grill, whether it's veggies, meat. Listen, this pan is working. It has a full-time job. I'm using spices that I have, so you could use any spice that you like or spices that you have. It doesn't matter who's eating the meat. At the end of the day, you are, okay? Make sure you don't forget to drizzle some oil on the meat because you don't want it to be dry. Quick hack. Don't toss the plastic cap from your oil bottle. Flip it, press it down in hook side down. Boom! Control pour, no more oil floods. I like to use a tablespoon to massage the meat. Saves me from messing up my pretty nails. Priorities, okay? I usually grill my steak at 400 Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, and that gives me the perfect steak. Okay, so I'm actually reaching for a pot that I'm going to cook my pap in, and if you know, you know. Bogobe ke bogobe. Well, to achieve that perfect pop, first thing first, you have to make sure that your water boils before you add your maize meal. If not, it's gonna create lumps, and that's not what we want. So I'm just gonna put it on the stove, let it boil, and add a bit of salt for taste. Now I'm gonna put the steak into the oven and let it grill while I prep other ingredients. And let me put you on. If you're based anywhere in the US and it's been years, if not months, if not days, you haven't had bogobe, you can go to any convenience store like ShopRite, Walmart. I'm not sure about Target, but yeah, any convenience store. Go to your international aisle and look for this. You'll definitely find it there. And if you don't find it, no, I'm just kidding. Continue looking. This is not a sponsored video, but if you have been missing some of your country's products and they are hard to find, you should definitely try out Goya. They have almost everything you could think of when it comes to food. Just look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Maize meal. Yep, that's Goya. Chumita screenshot. Uskaleban. I see that my water is about to boil, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt, not too much. Alright, let's get a little bit emotional. I'm just joking. Let's cut the onion. So we're cutting the onions for our gravy and cabbage. I don't use tomato in my gravy, so usually I would use about 2 medium onions, but in this case I'm just using 1 because this onion, it is huge. I know it looks small on camera, but it was actually huge, so I'm gonna use this 1 onion for both my gravy and my cabbage. For my gravy, I like to chop my onion very fine, and for the cabbage as well. Alright, now the water is boiling. Now this is where we're gonna see the true you, okay? Here you have to be fast. You gotta have a technique of doing this process, because of if you don't, my sister, my brother, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're gonna have tennis balls, basketballs, all kinds of balls in your pop. And I don't mean to sound rude, but seriously, here you have to be fast, and you just got to keep on stirring until it looks like this. Okay? Here's a tip. When the water is boiling, don't add a little maize meal at a time. Instead, pour in enough maize meal and keep stirring continuously to avoid lumps. This will prevent the porridge from popping everywhere and burning your hands. We don't want that now. Now, adding butter is obviously optional, but for me, I love my pop with a little bit of butter. It makes it so smooth, so nice and creamy. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what they actually call this wooden thing in English, but in my language, they call it lehu or lisu. I'm not sure. You can comment down below with the right name. But yes, you're gonna need it to continue mixing your pap. Okay, so you're gonna add a little bit of maize meal and continue stirring using it. So if you like your pap to be soft, this will be it. You won't be adding any more of the maize meal. But for me, because I like my pap to be nice and stiff, I like what do they call it, Ghana? stave pap. Yeah, I love stave pap. So I'm gonna keep on adding until it becomes a brick. No, I'm just joking, not a brick, but until it becomes nice and hard. Oh, and one more thing to keep in mind when you cook your pap. So you will see most of the time it would have sort of like a bubble. Well, not a bubble, I don't know how to describe it, but it would look like it wants to pop, right? You have to let it be. Don't add more maize meal before it breathes, because if you do and it's trying to like breathe, it's gonna make a huge mess on your stove. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit, let it pop, and then add your maize meal and continue stirring. I don't know if that makes sense. Bianong ho fetsa ho jamo ke re pono patla mabeke otlhe ha o sa batla fokol ko lona ba utlwa mo ke jeleng thannet. I'm sure you're judging me right now. You're like, yo, but like I said, I like my pap stiff. So yeah, so I'm gonna continue adding until I'm satisfied with the way it looks. Wait, o like ke timile audio? Yes sir. So ka o tla stofo se or se jaifa ke shole di neighbor di tshihile ba iputsa mara a fa o irahalang ka da. Ate aba itse re hey ke apia bogobe ke apia buswa. Ba bona mo o jale ka kulele one fat. O khotse. Ana ho wela morao. Harrowing Sarah says again, I will tell Lena Fade, who tell it to the Mako, Harrowing Score. Alright, now that is done, I am not gonna add any more maize meal. I'm just gonna let it cook for another 5 to 6 minutes, and then I'll check on it again to turn it, and that's about it. And then it would be ready to serve. Quick hack. If you want to chill your bottle of wine faster, rinse the bottle with cold water, wet a paper towel, wrap it around the bottle, and place it in the freezer. It's been almost 5 minutes now, so I'm just going to check the pap and turn it one more time and then turn off the stove. It should be ready to serve. Now we're going to chop the cabbage. I have a thing that I like to do. I don't throw away the green leaves. I just wash them and use them as well. Cut the cabbage in half through the core, then chop it finely if you can. This cabbage is so tiny, but I'm only gonna use one half of it, and the other one I'm gonna put it inside a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. At this point, my pap, it is fully cooked. It is now ready to serve, so I'm just gonna turn it one more time and turn off the stove. To get the best looking cabbage, put it on an angle like this and start chopping it. Try to be as fine as possible. You see the way it's so fine, you can even use it for salads if you want to, but I'm gonna cook it and I'm not gonna use it for a salad. But see how beautiful it looks? That's what you want. Oh, another tip, try to rotate it as you're cutting it, just like I'm doing, and try to avoid the white part of it. If you chop that, oh my goodness, your cabbage is gonna be so sweet, and of course that's not what we're trying to do. But if you want your cabbage to be sweet, hey, go ahead and chop the whole thing. You see that whole part? Throw it away, sis. You don't want to cook that. You do not want to chop that. Trust me, I know. Look how beautiful that looks. You could literally just do a salad with it. So pretty. Now, as you can see on the side, I didn't throw away the green leaves. We're gonna add them to the cabbage because our cabbage looks too white, man. No. So you see all those green leaves, we're gonna use them. Don't throw them away. Do not throw them away. Just wash them and chop them finely as well and add them to your cabbage to give your cabbage that pop of color. You can add carrots as well if you want. Just I didn't have carrots today, but the carrot also does the magic as well. Let's check on the meat. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Yes. All right, I think that's done, so I'm gonna put it aside. But wow, that looks very, very, very nice. Don't forget to turn off the oven. Look at that. I like my steak not to be too dry. Just steak so no, that's not what we want. We want your steak to be nice and juicy. And this is exactly it. Anyway, Ash, if you do not have a lid, you can take any size container and use it as a cover. That's it. Stack them together and roll them like this, then chop them finely. Also, if you have carrots, you can grate carrots and mix them as well to give your cabbage a nice beautiful color. beautiful already. In your pan, add a little bit of oil. Add your onions. On medium heat, let the onions fry nicely. And keep on stirring so that they don't burn. I'm going to spice my onions with salt, black pepper, and white pepper. That's it. Be sure you do not burn your onions.
I like to fry my spices with onions before adding the cabbage to prevent the spice from directly touching the cabbage, which can cause it to turn brown. I know you might be wondering, why am I using both white and black pepper at the same time? Well, here's the reason. White pepper is actually spicier, while black pepper adds a nice flavor. So just be careful not to use too much of black pepper.
Just make sure that your white pepper is not powering the cabbage, because now you're not going to enjoy the cabbage anymore. So just put just a little bit, not too much. Make sure to fry the onions on medium heat, stirring occasionally to prevent them from burning. Once the onions are golden brown, add the cabbage and mix well. Avoid covering the pot, as this will cause the cabbage to turn brown. Allowing it to fry evenly throughout without burning. Adding salt to the cabbage while it's cooking can be tricky. It might taste underseasoned during cooking but become too salty once served. So be sure to taste as you go and measure the salt carefully.
ready to serve.
I'm so hungry. I just want to see myself sitting down with my plate of food and watch Skim Sami. I'm not really a fan of tomato gravy. I do eat it every now and then, but I definitely prefer one without tomatoes. So today I am making a gravy without tomatoes. Instead, I'll be using some packet soup and a sachet of seasoned Goya for the extra flavor. You know, even if I don't have abaraja, abo norox and all that, at least I have Goya. Guys, there's no one-man rule more, ne? So feel free to use whatever packet soup you like. I'm using the beef stew packet today with some Goya. Now mix your packet soup into a bowl with water or broth, and then you can add it to your fried onions. You can add your spices to your onions and let it fry till golden brown. Okay, adding black pepper. I'm also adding curry powder. I also added some coriander and garlic powder. I just forgot to show it on the but yeah, I added those as well. Okay, now I'm gonna add my mixture and keep on stirring and stirring and stirring until the gravy thickens up. So you're just gonna keep on doing this. You're not gonna leave. You're gonna stand there and keep on stirring until it is nice and a bit thick. Oh, sorry, by the way, make sure again that it's on medium heat. Guys, we cook with medium heat. We're not in a rush, okay? We are not in a rush. Always cook on medium heat. So yeah, so as you can see, the gravy, it's nice and thick, so it is ready to serve. I'm gonna turn off the stove now and prep my plate for serve. Alright, let's get ready to serve. My mouth is already watery. I'm so hungry. Alright, number one, ke bogobe. Wa itse mosloena. Re thoma ka bogobe, and then it's gonna be gravy, and then cabbage, and then rari seshebo, which is our steak. Okay. Oh, marapana cabbage ka entlenyana jwang batho. Ska ntšhala setsa. But yeah, no, the cabbage, it's looking nice. And then our meat, and that's a finished plate, guys. Wow. Thank you for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more awesome content. Thank you. Stay blessed and see you on the next video. Oh, let me run. so I can try to catch Slim Savvy. Oh my goodness. Bye. Don't forget to show some love down in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and till next time, God bless you.